The future of the city was discussed this afternoon at the Grand Rapids Chamber Policy Conference.
This year, the focus was on how to make the Furniture City a vibrant one. Lauren Edwards has the story.
The one-day conference wrapped up at Meyer Garden, and it was filled, though, with business leaders from all over the city in both public and private sectors learning about what's happening in their communities.
One of our top priorities at the Chamber is to promote vibrancy, and a lot of those questions come down, so what do we do about it?
For the Grand Rapids Chamber, that answer lies in informing business leaders about what's going on in their own backyards.
We find ways to collaborate. We want to focus on reinvigorating that, and some of that just comes down to being in the same room and talking about some of the things that we have joint priorities on.
And one of those priorities was housing.
Who in this room was aware that we have a critical housing shortage in Kent County?
Brooke Osterman of Housing Next says the need for housing units is dire.
What we know is over the last 2 years, demand has increased in the city of Grand Rapids by 59% and in the rest of Kent County at 54%.
She says they're seeing demand at all price points and income levels. In Kent County, they need 35,000 housing units over the next few years, but they're working on solutions with their newly established fund.
It is the largest investment in such a tool at $17.5 million of local allocation.
Law enforcement spoke as well. Both GRPD Chief Eric Winstrom and Kent County Sheriff Michelle LaJoy Young were center stage talking about the issues they tackle, from the rise in youth violence to staffing challenges.
It's an incredibly demanding role. Staffing shortages make it more difficult for individuals because there's forced overtime in a lot of circumstances,
which cuts down on work-life balance and impacts their mental health.
Just since I've been here for 16 months, we've lost 3 of our retirees to suicide. I had 2 close friends of mine in Chicago die by suicide.
But he says things are getting better with a clinician on staff.
The culture has changed now, where we have officers like, oh, I'm going to go down and see the counselor, and I'll be back in 45 minutes.
She says it takes a community to keep one safe, and having conversations like these in a public setting is important.
It's important to me because we have to plan ahead to have success in the future.
So again, this was all about bringing in the local business leaders into these conversations, and the Chamber says there's already discussion about doing this again next year. Reporting here in Grand Rapids Township, Lauren Edwards, Fox 17 News.